Hello guys, my name is Linares. My partners are Cristian Martinez and Luisa Corredor. Our project is exposure to cultural phenomena in English language learning in students with a bachelor's degree at Corporación Universitaria Minuto de Dios or Uniminuto.
Okay, the part of the dedication in our research project is dedicated to all the people that decided to go out from their comfort zone, and they decided to study and learn a second language.
Okay, for our acknowledgement, we want to thank to our tutors, to the university, and to our families, because all of them have contributed to our personal and professional lives.
Okay, for the introduction, taking into account the cultural identity that is part of each individual and also the language learner, it was possible to identify a linguistic phenomenon that exists among bilinguals. The present research is done under the premise of demonstrating this cultural phenomena on Bachelor in English student and Uniminuto.
Now we're going to work with contextualization. So here we have the macro context. So over the years, English has become an essential requirement in order to get better jobs or to improve the English in an academic level. So here we have to take into account the multilingual and its influences in the cultural identity of a person, and how their oral speech is influenced by foreignism.
The microcontext of our research project is focused on the students and how cultural identity that come behind language could be useful for students in order to be more interested and more motivated in learning a second language.
Okay, the description of the problem is the foreign languages students at Uniminuto that are involved in the English learning process have led to the extension of vocabulary in which students often mix English.
So here we have the formulation of the problem, and the formulation of our problem is the next one. How does learning English influences the cultural identity of students of bachelor's degree at Corporación Universitaria Minuto de Dios or Uniminuto?
The justification of our research project is focused on evidence, the global situation, the global phenomena about the linguistic hegemony of English that is affecting the cultural identity of the students in those countries, and how could be it managed in order to protect the cultural identity of the students.
Okay, the general objective is distinguish how learning English impacts students' cultural identity to bachelor's students at Uniminuto.
Okay, for specific objectives, we have the first, confirm the cultural phenomena that influence the students and their characteristics.
The second specific objective that we approached was to collect data, accurate data from students, their point of view about cultural identity and second language acquisition, and obtain this information using measurement instruments like surveys.
Now, the referential framework background. In this space, a detailed investigation was carried out on different projects that talk about bilingualism and cultural identity, having as a local student antecedents the Universidad de La Salle and the Pontificia Universidad Javeriana, and as international, the Universidad Autónoma de Madrid.
So now here we have the theoretical framework. So the theoretical framework includes different concepts that are central for this research, in which the reader will be able to understand better the context of the research and with the help of these words. So these core concepts are code switching by Price in 2010, established by Casillas and Suarez in 2017, cultural identity by González Varas in 2000, and sociolinguistics and bilingualism found in a web page with Knowledge.
About the legal framework, the law in which our research project is support is the law 397 of the Colombian Constitution of 1997, in which the articles 70, 71, and 72 are directed to all the institutions in order to preserve and conserve and protect the cultural heritage of Colombia and all the institutions that are owing to accomplish this law.
Okay, the next is methodological design. First, type of investigation. The type of our research is exploratory. So the method, our research implements a quantitative method that allows us to use statistics to acquire the results.
Okay, the stages in which our research project was developed was firstly observation, in which the group of students had the work for looking for some social problems or phenomena that needs to be needs a solution. The second one was the formulation of the question based on the observation that the group made, and to formulate the question that it's going to represent the research project. The third one is the background research, in which the students research for authors and background information about the topic that they choose. Next, the experimentation. This stage was the stage in which the student made all the survey and collect all the information. After that, the data analysis was to analyze all the data that the students collect by the surveys in order to get the conclusions at the end of the research project.
Okay, now we continue with population example. This research includes the population of students who are in 5th semester of the bachelor's degree in foreign languages with emphasis in English at Corporación Universitaria Momento de Dios. The research was carried out with 5th semester students, since at this stage of the academic formation of the degree, students have developed skills and knowledge that allow them to know and have a critical part about their career and the context in which is developed, and they can manifest in a better way their relationship with L1, or what we know as mother tongue, with the cultural identity. So the next is data collection instruments. So for data collection, the instrument used for this research was the survey. So according to ASQ, Quality Press, the survey is the act of examining a process in a specific sample of individuals in order to obtain data. So the survey for this research was implemented in the 5th semester in 2022, and it was an electronic survey through a website format. So some of the questions that were contained in the format were, do you know what cultural identity is? And the response option was yes or no. and here with this question, 15 responses were obtained, and the observation was yes. The next one is, do you think you have a cultural identity? The response option was yes, no, and maybe. In this question, 15 answers again were obtained, and the observation was maybe. The next one is, do you consider English learning has changed your identity as Latin American? The response option was yes and no, and again 15 responses were obtained, and the observation was yes. And finally, the last question, why do you consider studying another language? The response option was being able to work in another country, get a better job in a country, being able to study abroad, to use at work, better understand people from other cultures, for personal satisfaction, and to meet people from other countries. Again, 15 responses were obtained, and the observation was being able to work in another country.
In the stage of analysis of the result of the survey, the group collect all the information of the responses of the students in order to make the chart to explain the results. And in the interpretation of the results that the group made was how the students are aware of their cultural identity as Latin person, but they understand that it's necessary to be a bilingual person no matter if they are losing their cultural identity in order to be a successful person in the world.
Now, the conclusion. The process of code switching and the phenomena that brings with it and the impact of the cultural identity of the students. Now with the evidence, we can see that the students are totally aware of their own cultural identity. The students consider necessary to second language acquisition in order to be successful in their job, personal and academic success.
So here we have the perspective, and it's hoped that this research project can make readers aware of the existence of the linguistic phenomenon within a Latin American and Spanish-speaking world culture where L2 are affected, and show if learning L2 affects their cultural identity in a negative or in a positive way.
In the part of analysis, we attached some images and charts about a survey that was very useful for the investigation process. Thank you so much.